Of course, the chassis, the most important thing you can see on the front part, especially, has no weldings. So it's a complete block of aluminum. It's for sure a really unique thing, let's say, in the sport. The engine, the Desmodromic system, it's something new on the motocross. It's a character of Ducati bike. I think it's an advantage because you can rave a bit more the bike. It's also a little bit more safe. In a lot of situations where there is a kicker on the jump, you need to be careful with the gear there. This one is always pulling, so you never arrive at the moment that it's very difficult, let's say, to arrive at the moment where the power is ending, and then you have this kicking. And also on the acceleration, also there you can have some advantage from this thing. But of course, riding-wise, you have a bit more weight on top of the engine because the engine on top is a bit bigger. So you have some things that are very good, some things you need to get used to it. We got actually only last week the factory suspension from Showa. Before we were riding stock suspension. What's going to be on sale with the bike like next year. I need some time also to understand the bike, of course, to understand how this suspension works. But to be honest, I really feel immediately quite comfortable with it, and we are really happy that this combination with Showa is for sure one of the greatest in suspension come true, and that we can work together. So we have a stock swing arm, and this is the only one we have at the moment. We actually start to using the factory suspension now because otherwise we couldn't race, let's say, because it's at the speed we go, we need very high quality things, but we had no other choice to test other swing arms, which we will do in the next weeks to prepare the bike for the riders of next year, which they're gonna take part about to all the series. But at the moment we just had standard swing arm and standard links, and this winter we're gonna be busy to prepare the bike, the factory bike that's gonna race next year. Yeah, let's say it's kind of unique, Everybody thinks, okay, the bike gonna be, full titanium and carbon and whatever, magnesium. But our goal is to develop the best standard bike that we can sell to the people, and this is what I'm racing, to be honest. So of course we have some adjustment that otherwise couldn't be done, especially on a heavy track like this that we choose to race. We had to have some things that are a bit higher level, let's say, especially suspension-wise, but to be honest, it's quite a standard bike. Okay, we have a bigger tank because otherwise it was difficult to finish the 35 minutes moto in the sand, but for the rest it's quite a standard bike, yes. It's really helping a lot with the starts to have the best RPM, for the jump of the gate. And then we have a lot of system to get the best information as possible. Of course, this gives also some weights to the bike that we could save maybe, but now we are here for tests and for give datas, so we need to keep it. Otherwise, for me, it was better, to have maybe a few kilos lighter of datas. But I mean, we are here for collect data also, so it's important to have it. At the moment, we are still very young. The project is not even 1 year now that is on track. So I think end of August of last year they put the wheels on the dirt for the first time, and now we are here racing MXGP already. So it's something very special how the engineers make this bike. Yeah.